now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Bulls. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are set to bring you the action as round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs continues on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Buzelis out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Mullins in at the 2-guard spot. And for Toronto, we've got Jaden McDaniels. He's out there with Wendell Carter. Devin Booker out there with Knippel. And it's Anderson in at shooting guard. You take a look at the Raptors, and in Game 1, they handled their business at home. This team is hoping to go up 2-0 and take control of the series.
You know, I really think Game 2s are just so important. A 2-0 lead isn't insurmountable. However, a vast majority of the time, the team up 2-0 advances.
And it's Giddey missing. Giddey against Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker just tying up defenders in knots.
Pass to Mullins. Here's Buzelis. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. It's stolen by Howard. Here's Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Pass to Buzelis. 5 on the clock. Howard's shot's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Booker, pass to McDaniels. Anderson for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Giddey. Here he goes. And a two-handed jam.
You're pushing the pace. Giddey using some speed to get his shot.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Anderson passes to Booker. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. With the crossover. Again, the Bulls score.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Booker against Giddey. Booker, the pass to Anderson. Shot to stop the run. And Booker the bucket on the assist by Anderson. Booker's got 5 points.
And there is no doubt about it. Booker is one of the best catch-and-shoot options in this league.
Ayton, the screen on Booker to the inside. And Ayton gets it to go.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Raptors trail by 5. Here's Anderson. And he banks in the layup.
And the advantage he has is clear. Just taking what the defense gives him right there.
Pass to Mullins. Giddey against Booker. Going inside. Chicago with a rebound. Stolen by Booker. Inside. And now the Raptors on the break. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Book set that whole play up with the steal.
Here's Ayton. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Ayton's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Kicks it out to Anderson. And he hits it to tie the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Toronto making a switch here. Bears checked in. Giddey scanning the floor. Ayton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Stolen by Ayton. To the wing on the left. To the paint. And the basket by Aldama. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Chicago.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Yeah, using his frame to set a big pick, Carter effectively disrupts the defense.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Howard. Three-pointer. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Anderson against Giddey. Anderson inside. Chicago with a rebound. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night now. The first free throw is good. Some changes for Toronto. Watford's checked in for Carter. Jalen Green comes in for Booker. Shed comes in for Anderson. The Bulls making a switch here.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Counted.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Aldama. Chicago passing it around. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Shed. Pass to Knipple. Just 3 on the clock. Here's Ware. He knocks it down. But wait a minute.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Tough call to make in real time. I mean, good thing they can go and slow it down and look at it again, because this is so important.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Chicago ahead. They're up by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
Raptors trail by 4. On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Here's Green. Nice execution inside from Green.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
I'm watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Has to Ware. Here's Knipple from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Knipple's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
From the arc. Knipple with the rebound. Toronto has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Green against Beasley.
And it's like Green doesn't have an off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Garza, and that one's good. Green.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Pass to Mullins. Here's Buzelis. McDaniels covered. Down low. Will it go? Ooh, and a nice layup by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 points.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And it's hammered home by Green.
And this guy can just fly. Green lifts off and slams it down.
Bulls trail by 4. And that one's good. Giddey. Give him 8.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He's off on the first. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Shed. And a change for the Bulls. Ayton's checked in, and he sinks the second.
And now here in the second quarter, he's getting to the line. I like the aggressiveness.
Steps back. Giddey passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, for a guy with that kind of size, it doesn't take much. That looked pretty easy.
Toronto has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Santi Aldama.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim. I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Anderson's checked in for Toronto.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Anderson against Giddey. Ayton. That's good from Giddey on the assist from Ayton.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Outside for Booker to the left wing. And here's Knipple from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddey's got his 4th rebound in this one. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, what determination by Giddey inside. Taking the foul and taking his shot.
Jalen Green, he's checked in for Toronto. Howard's checked in for Chicago.
Well, he ties things up, but it would have been nice to come away with the lead there.
Anderson gets the bucket.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Chicago trailing here. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Mullins. It's Giddey on the wing. Clock at 6. To the middle. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Outside for Booker. Inside. Here's Ayton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton has been a double-double threat in this league for a long time. And the thing I love about him, he's really good at finding high percentage shots.
Ayton hits them both. Toronto has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Here's Booker. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Credit Booker for having the concentration to play through that contact and still convert.
The Raptors making a switch here. Carter's checked in. Outside Giddey. There's a minute 34 left in the second quarter. Pulls up. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
The Bulls trail by 3. The 3 from Ayton. The Bulls with another miss. For Toronto, they've gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Here's Anderson. And it's Chicago with a board. Giddey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Howard. Here's the 3. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. Stolen by Ayton. Now Howard. Now Giddey. 11 points in the game. Ayton, a screen on Green. And Ayton, throw it down.
Man, oh man, look at the agility for a guy that size. DeAndre, throw it down. I love it.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Back to Anderson. Toronto passing it around. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Buzelis. The three from Ayton. Doesn't go that time. Here's Anderson. And finished off by Anderson.
Rise up and flush it, big man. If he wanted to, he could have ripped the rim off the backboard on that one.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Toronto out in front. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And as we welcome you to halftime, without question, Game 2 has been a battle for the Toronto Raptors.
Sometimes it takes everyone on your roster. Guys have to come in, play their roles, and execute.
Yeah, impressive performance. Taking a look at how the series is. And that is going to do it for us.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
Well, he is a guy you want to go to with the game on the line.
They've got Knipple, McDaniels out there with Wendell Carter. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Anderson in a 2-guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
He still needs to fill out to be more physical down there, and that will come with time. But Buzelis can handle his own.
Booker against Howard to the inside. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist from Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist of the night. Bulls trail by 5. Giddey passes to Howard. Here's Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Buzelis. Knocks it down from distance. Buzelis has got 7 points in the game.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Anderson drives. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Anderson's gone. 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Now here's Ayton. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Ayton, a screen on Booker. Pass to Giddey. Now here's Ayton. He's checked by Carter. Ayton, no good. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Booker. A powerful slam from Devin Booker.
He is one of the elite scoring guards in our league, and we've come to expect these big nights from Booker.
Here's Giddey. There's the drive, and a nice finish on the layup. He's got 13.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
From 7, outside McDaniels. For 3, Booker. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Here's Giddey. He's got 13. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 8 now on the night.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Booker against Giddey. Anderson drives and finished off by Anderson.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
Yeah, when your lead guard is doing that, it just creates excitement.
Sends it home from three-point land. Buzelis has got 13.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Out to the wing. Back to Booker. What balance from Booker.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Ayton. McDaniels with the rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Anderson. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Giddey. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
There's Booker on the attack. And Booker with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Ayton passes to Giddey. Off target with the 3. Toronto leading by 7. Here's Booker. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And some changes here for the Raptors. Garza's checked in for Carter. Ware comes in for McDaniels. And Jalen Green subbed in for Anderson.
At this point in his career, Booker is all about contending. He's a player any team would love to have.
Down low. And a powerful one-handed slam.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Giddey. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Yeah, how about Giddey tonight? Scoring the ball, such a different matchup. I don't know who they can throw at him right now.
Got it. Booker's got 16 points here in the second half.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Beasley against Green. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out of bounds, the Raptors will take it.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Green going at the D, and it's hammered home by Green.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity, and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Devin Booker, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Raptors, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. And there's the foul. It's on Khalil Ware. That's foul number 2 for him. And for Chicago, let's take a look. They've got Josh Giddey. He's out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Aldama in at the 5, roaming the paint.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
McDaniels finds Green. the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Good chance here for Booker, and there's Toronto with another bucket.
Well, Booker doesn't have any weaknesses. The mid-range area is somewhere he thrives.
Booker against Giddey. Fires for three. They get the rebound. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Booker no good. The Bulls trail by 9. Shoots from 14. Beasley misses.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Booker, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Beasley. And he makes it. Beasley's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Pass to Green. McDaniels, a screen on Beasley. Just 4 to shoot. On the attack, Green. Got a hand on it. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Booker's got the ball here for the Raptors. They held a 12-point lead earlier. To the paint. And it's Green pushing it home.
Coming off that screen, Booker draws the defense and then passes. Really tough to defend that.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Some changes for Toronto. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Ware. Knipple comes in for Dort. And Anderson subbed in for Green. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said, when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Thanks for that, Allie. Third minute of action now gone here. Oh, my goodness!
Just throw it up. Okay, Book, get up.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Here's Mullins. Now here's Ayton. Giddey outside. Here's Ayton. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Anderson inside. From downtown. Not that time. Bulls trail by 6. Now Giddey. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
When his team needs him, Giddey steps up. And you love to see a guy with that kind of fire.
Booker bangs it in. What a move.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
The Bulls have gotten 6 of 10 attempts to drop in the fourth quarter. Now Ayton. And no one in the vicinity.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
And at this stage of the game, you've got to take that. If the mid-range jumper is there, go ahead and knock it down.
Anderson inside. Oh, no good on the layup. The Bulls trail by 4. Here's Ayton. Banks it home. Big shot.
Yeah, I like that decision right there because Ayton is a really efficient, high-percentage scorer.
Ooh, he leaves no question.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
Takes a three. Booker pulls it down.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the three.
Yes, sir! That one goes!
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
And so, Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Tight Giddy. Another possession, another assist.
This is the best someone could run an offense. Pinpoint passes, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, great things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in a game. A masterful performance. Here's Mullins.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
Oh, they need a quick bucket and a foul.
Oh, the shot is off. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so here is Toronto. They held a 12-point lead earlier. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops. And that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what's your take?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, you're going to have to play this out. Take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. For 3. Booker pulls it down. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Shoots a 3. Yet another assist.
Would you believe he set a new franchise record for assists in a postseason game?
And while the feat is astounding, we've seen this coming almost from the opening tip. So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2-0 now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler.